Clocking on for her 12-hour shift is Sister Jane Hawksworth.
Morning, my lovely. You have a busy night?
Quite busy in the middle, yeah.
I finished yesterday morning, mate, so I'm really tired. I did 3 nights, and you know when you think, this is an overtime shift.
Oh, right, yeah.
Look at my man. That's all you need to see in the morning. So, right then, my love. Sleep well. Everything's different in A&E. No 2 days are the same. And it isn't like Casualty on television because there isn't trauma every hour of every day. And to be honest, you wouldn't want there to be.
You're getting loads of calls then?
You didn't get to any?
Roads are that bad.
Are they just leaving them?
Well, no, obviously somebody else has got to it.
I just wanted to know what happened.
15 mile away, we just can't get to it. Roads were that bad this morning.
Yeah, I'm going in now. It's too cold. See you later. Peace out.
In the hub, Sister Kelly Smith is leading the nursing team.
I'm the mother figure. I sort of like cuddle everybody and give them a love.
Yeah. What am I?
And
What figure would you say I am?
You just make everybody smile and laugh.
I think I'm like the ED clown, aren't I?
Yeah.
Serious when I need to be and professional, but behind closed doors, you never know.
In Bay 6 is 87-year-old Jean.
So Jean had a little fall this morning, but she can't remember how she's fallen. Can you, lovely? You've got a right bruise on your head, on here.
I know. I can feel it.
Can you? Quarter of patients that we see daily are elderly.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to adopt a granny me, take them home. Sometimes they can be right cute and sweet.
Is that so? You've got some colour now to enhance that beauty.
Oh.
This one's our A&E clown that keeps us smiling, I tell you.
You need somebody like that, love.
That's it.
I used to be a bit of a clown myself.
Did you?
I've been on stage, yeah.
Doing
I'm a
what?
singer.
What did you used to sing?
Oh, you like. My mum went to work so that she could pay for me to have lessons.
Oh, bless her. Let me wipe this beautiful face.
Oh, you're all right, sweet joke, you. Oh,
Is it so?
yeah. Smile.
You smile. That's beautiful.
Smile even though she's hurting me.
Here, a one.
I've always been a one.
I bet you have. There you go, my sweetheart. You're all done.
Okay.
Thank you very much. No problem. It's nice to see patients of that age go home. We're happy when they tootle off because it's one less in the department and she's gone home happy.
Clocking on for their 12-hour shifts are staff nurse Millie Schumacher and Sister Jane Hawksworth.
Hello.
Have you seen how many ambulances there are out there?
Yeah.
You just love a day that starts like that.
I know. We'll get through it together though, lads.
We will.
Got to.
We'll be fine.
Yeah. Now let's go face the carnage.
Come on.
Just, 13 hours to go? Let's go.
Did you wear glasses before?
No, I haven't had to wear glasses since I was a kid.
Do you think it makes you look fitter
Yeah,
with them on?
Yeah, I think it makes me a solid 12 now instead of a 10.
Solid 12, solid.
Solid 12, you know. Mine are cheap. A bit sweaty.
God, you've got a big head. Solid 12 then.
You were always a 14, baby girl.
Love you, love you. You know me.
I think my eyes are just starting to get used to them.
Come on, out of my way now, lovely. Let's be having you. Some of us have work to do. We all have a little hug, don't we? We have a little hug like that before we go. Love you. It's probably because of the things that we see and the things that we go through, and we're there for each other. Come and look at mine. That's why it's so family orientated.
I think I'd be the eccentric uncle, actually.
I'd probably be the really handsome, good-looking brother.
I'd definitely be the one in prison. I'd be the black sheep of the family.
Not bad, any.
Paramedics are bringing in a fragile 98-year-old woman who's had a fall. Tasked with prioritising new arrivals in the ambulance bay is Sister Jane Hawksworth.
4 minutes ago you arrived.
98-year-old lady walked off the ambulance.
Oh, hello. Are you cold?
98-year-old lady.
Are you cold?
She's had a blanket.
I've done this job for a long time now, in a number of years, and it's got harder over the years because obviously people are living longer.
I know, yeah. 98-year-old.
It can be the most traumatic time for them. But they come in, we look after them, we do the best that we can for them.
She's a fall, head injury on warfarin.
Oh, so she's going to need scanning.
She's got up feeling a little bit woozy, gone to make herself a cup of tea and had a bit of a tumble in the kitchen. So she's got a big, just turn your head, Doris, for me, lovely. And she had a fall a couple of days ago, so she's got all that on her face. She's got a pacemaker in, there's quite a few little bits
on her
going on. Yeah, but in sheltered accommodation.
Have you got a headache? No,
she's
no
she's
pain.
No pain at all.
No pain anywhere. Got a right bump on your head.
Yes, it's not like it was when I first moved.
It's not like it is when you first did it. Why was it bigger? Was it? Okay. We need to get you onto one of these trolleys because you're going to have to go for a scan on your head. You know, because you're on warfarin, so we just need to check that there's nothing wrong. Doris, you know when you fell, did you knock yourself out?
I didn't knock myself out.
You didn't. Do you have one of those emergency things that you can pull? Yeah. So that's what you did you? And then they came to get you up. Okie doke, sweetie. You're okay. Cheryl's just requested a CT head on ice for a 98-year-old lady called Doris Bergen. All right, love, I'm just doing some bloods and then I'll bring her round here. Is that all right? Thank you, bye. Do you want another blanket?
I'll be all right.
All right, lovely. I'm just going to leave you here while you go for a picture.
In the hub, the team are pushing to get more patients treated and discharged within the 4-hour target.
So there's 30 patients in the department at the minute. There's a couple in resus and quite a few in majors. The hub is just flooding. This guy here, Aidan, Rob Jones is going to pick him up because he's had a weight fall on his head and he's a bit of a mess at the minute. Okay. It looks really bad. From a door. This department is not about any single person. We are a team. I couldn't do my job if it wasn't for every single one of them.
Trying to keep patients warm till...
Freezing fog in Barnsley means a day for slips, trips and falls for the casualty team.
So have you got any pain in the moment?
It also means a tricky day for them to meet the NHS treatment target, to admit or send home patients within 4 hours.
I'm just wondering if we can speak to their ops and see if we can get a cylinder down here.
There's another 2 due in. One's just arrived. And it is just the time of year, it's just to be expected. It's an A&E department, isn't it? And that's what we're here for. But it's hard.
Today, Sister Jane is managing the casualty team.
Borrow Abdul. Can you go to scan, darling?
She'll coordinate the care of more than 150 patients in the next 12 hours.
So the bed's ready for him on AMU. Have you still not got one?
With 4-hour waiting targets to meet and patient numbers on the rise, it takes a close-knit team to get through the shift.
I love you, all right?
Yeah, you.
I've never worked anywhere where it's so family orientated as it is in an A&E department.
Are you okay?
So lovely to see you.
Yes, I didn't recognise you. What happened to your hair? What's happened to your hair?
Yes, well, I decided that I wanted to look younger than you.
Goodies.
Keep them away.
Goody goodies.
Chocolate, chocolate.
When the casualty staff need a sugar hit, they know exactly where to find one. In an ordinary-looking drawer,
There you go.
filed under S for sweets.
Everybody likes that sweet drawer because sometimes you just need that little bit of a sugar rush.
especially the doctors in green.
One of the doctors always sits there. They sneakily open the drawer, put the hand in, and then close the drawer, hoping that nobody's seen them. Who's bought all the love sweets for the staff? It were you, Henry, weren't it? Look at your face. I always knew it was you. I knew your feelings for me ran deeper. She's known AF. Cellulitis, chest infections, epilepsy and pneumonia, but she's quite well now. I've done an ECG and just some basic bloods.
Jane's still hopeful her new hairdo will cause a stir.
Hello. Yes, do you like it? Do you think it makes me look younger?
You always appeal to me, Jane.
I think I shock people when they first come, and everyone will say, oh, this is Jane, you'll get used to her as time goes on, and generally they do. There'll be some person who walks in surely to God and thinks, God, she's a stunner, now she's had her hair darkened, let me rush out and get her some flowers. There's not even a bloody flower shop here, is there, in this hospital? I'd like to think that a sister motivates the team. I know I certainly try to motivate my team, be it easy or hard. Adam, do you fancy a lunch?
No.
Day.
Right, what's Nick Manny doing with this child?
But as the new team clock on, the department is extremely busy.
Hannah, do you know what's happening with Freddie's patient?
Yeah, she should have had a treatment before Charlotte did.
It's the job of lead nurse Hannah to keep patients moving through the 30 treatment bays and the resus area.
That lady needs to go over her to CT. If not, she's going to breach, so she needs to go out.
Even though the wintry weather is over, the casualty department is still expecting to treat, discharge or admit over 250 patients today.
This way.
Have you seen one of those Indian movies? They go like this.
We don't have No, I can't say that I have, Nicholas.
You haven't?
No.
Like
No,
classic,
I mean,
classic.
no. Don't do classic, do I? I do 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey is
That's
me.
a classic now as well.
That'll never be a classic. Have you seen
The doors to Barnsley Casualty never shut.
So there is an ambulance in one moment, I believe.
And that means no let-up for the staff managing the 250 patients who enter the unit through them every day.
Can you check it and just leave it there and I'll put it back in the doctor's box? I ain't got time.
This morning, Sister Jane will be managing the treatment of patients who arrive through the ambulance entrance.
I think that's why A&E nurse likes A&E, just because it's so unpredictable, you know, and you can have the worst day ever and think nothing can compare to it, and then come back and have another worst day ever. So is the pain in your leg worse than the pain in your tummy? And then, you know, gradually the days will get better.
Every day, paramedics deliver around 70 patients through the doors of Barnsley Casualty.
Right, sweetheart, let's move ya.
Sister Jane is managing all the different treatments they need.
Every day is different because you never know what's coming through the door. Morning, Jack.
How are you?
I'm well, my darling. You?
Excellent, yes.
Looking glamorous as ever.
Why, thank you.
To cope with the unpredictability of a busy shift, Sister Jane has one very important rule.
I could not come to work and not be able to laugh, because more often than not it gets you through the day. I'm always joyful, aren't I? My normal joyous self. You know, we can work in one of the worst environments there is to work in, with patients who are going through the worst day of their lives. And I think at the end of the day, you still have to be able to have a laugh. Right, Cyril, I'm going to need to take some blood from you as well, sweet.
Vampires.
Back in the ambulance hub, the latest patient through the door is a 32-year-old who's had a fall.
36.1.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's got these.
Sister Jane first worked in a casualty department 3 decades ago. She still gets affected by the stories behind the injuries.
Says she had quite a lot to drink last night, a couple of bottles of vodka. And so obviously she's still in a bit of a state. She's unable to stand on her own.
2 bottles of vodka. Everybody who comes into nursing has an element of compassion and empathy, because otherwise you just would not do this job. Let's have a look at your lip, love. Move your finger for me. Move your finger. Okay, how did you get those wounds in the first place? How did you get them, though? Yeah, it's a bit of a bruise, isn't it? Is it so? Is it? Okay. Well, don't worry. But you've no pain anywhere else? You cannot be a nurse and walk away at the end of a shift and not have it affect you, because there are things that do. Just look at me. Gonna shine a light in your eyes. Well done. Show 32. It's quite sad way, isn't it?
It is.
Having ensured the patient gets the right treatment for her cuts and bruises,
But her pupils are massive. I've not done any.
Sister Jane has now helped to secure a place with the hospital's drug and alcohol liaison team. Halfway through the shift, and the flow of patients through the doors of Barnsley Casualty is not easing off.
Hello. Hi there. Sorry to bother you. It's Jane, one of the sisters in A&E.
The challenge for Sister Jane is to manage the urgent treatment of those patients brought in by ambulance.
No. Because it's like a failed discharge, really. He's come back with a surgical problem that was sorted by you. I don't want to argue with you. It's just that I deal with it every day, and that's generally what we do. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Finally, on a busy shift, a moment for Sister Jane to enjoy. Walking through the door is one of her heroes, Dickie Bird. The Barnsley legend and world's most famous cricket umpire has got a follow-up appointment.
You know Dickie Bird. No, the cricket umpire. It's him. Beautiful time. I've been brought up with cricket. My dad played cricket and my brothers have played cricket. My husband always played cricket. When I was younger, a little girl with my brother, we always used to go to cricket on a Saturday and have cricket teas and picnics out. They were fond memories.
Hello.
Hello. I've come to see you, but I must be one of your biggest fans. I've waved to you when I've been at Trent Bridge.
Oh, I've been a good girl.
Yes. Who was your favourite? Who was your best ever cricketer?
Garfield Stormers of the West Indies.
Really?
Best what's ever lived.
You must miss it though.
Oh, yeah, well, if you I was in the game 50 odd years.
I know.
So long as a player and as an umpire, which is a long time. People don't realise.
How old are you?
86.
86? Well, you don't look it. Still going strong.
Still going strong.
Bless you.
Yeah.
You're taller than I thought.
It's down to doctors like this will keep me going.
Yeah, but behind every good doctor is an excellent nurse.
Oh, that's the guy. You're right there.
I am. I think it's a surprise when you see anybody like that, because you're still starstruck. You know, they come in and you think, oh my God, it's Dickie Bird. Anyway, my husband will be very jealous that I've met you. It's nice to meet you.
All the best.
You take care. Look after yourself.
Okay.
All right, see you later. I've got a massive soft spot for older men, just because they always remind me of my granddad. And I always liked Dickie Bird. Do you know Dickie Bird? No. Don't you know the cricket umpire? Yeah. Asim saw him, so I said my hello, you know, made myself known to him. And he'll never be the same man again.
Over in the hub, Sister Jane is still on a high after meeting one of her heroes.
Do you know Dickie Bird? Shut the front door. You have never heard of Dickie Bird? The umpire? Cricket umpire?
I don't think I've ever watched cricket.
Get out there. Anyway, I've had the greatest pleasure of meeting him today. Because it's been him. Yeah. And you know what? The funniest thing is, though, he said to Asim, oh, I'm still alive today because of doctors like you. And I went, but behind every good doctor there's an excellent nurse.
Yeah.
One of the paramedics has just said, clearly we weren't talking about yourself then. Kelly, are you coordinating? I need a chat, love. I'm going anyway in 5 minutes.
Sister Jane has been kept on her toes the whole shift, but is finally handing over to Sister Kelly Smith. Helping her make it through the busy day was one vital piece of kit.
Footwear is very important. Fortunately for us, we're allowed to wear trainers.
I think we all ought to be issued with a comfortable pair of shoes.
Oh my God, comfortable pair of shoes are the most important thing ever.
Have you ever done a 13-hour shift in stilettos?
That's it.
If your feet are comfortable, it makes a massive difference.
At last, it's time for Sister Jane to head home.
I'm proud of the fact that I wear this uniform, and I'm proud of the fact that I work in this accident and emergency department. I'm very fortunate to be in this position. That's how I think of my working life. And for somebody, I suppose, to trust you with that job, to me anyway, it means a lot.
Good morning, Mike. Are you all right, darling? How's your mother? All right.
Staff at Barnsley Casualty are clocking on for their shift.
Hello, how are you? Not bad. Are you just starting? Yeah.
The hub is at the heart of the department, where the team are assigned their next patients.
Try and find some notes. Who have you got? The wrong one.
And it's also where the special deliveries from previous patients arrive.
Okay, just a little thank you. It says to Jane, you're amazing. Lily O'Brien's and Ferrero Rocher.
My favourite.
I thought they were.
Them bad boys over tomorrow.
There you go, my darling.
You wouldn't believe how far a simple thank you goes. We don't actually receive them that often. And actually, if someone says thank you, it makes a huge difference to how your day's going.
Let's have a look how you eat that ball, Vicky. Let me look. So, passion fruit posset and a bit of creme brulee. I'm going to have the well, yes, but you see, I'm posh. So I'm quite used to a passion fruit posset.
Around 70 ambulances arrive at the hospital every day, bringing emergency patients to Casualty from Barnsley and beyond. It's Sister Jane's job to coordinate all of today's arrivals.
All right, love. At least I'm leaving before you today. You left before me yesterday. God, there's ambulances pouring in left, right and centre. No, like it's raining. It's raining ambulances. 1, 2, 3. 4 of them.
With the department already busy, Sister Jane's going to have her work cut out to keep incoming patients moving through the department's 2 ambulance cubicles.
The ambulance cubicle is where patients who come to A&E by ambulance are handed over to the nurse. Got any pain anywhere, Yvonne? In the neck. I suppose it comes with experience, really. You know, you can tell by looking at a patient if they're poorly, if they need to see a doctor immediately, or maybe if they can wait. It's made a little bit easier by it working in ambulances because obviously a paramedic's done it for you in the first instance. So generally you do go with what they say. It's nice this morning, apart from the 3 ambulances that are due.
At Barnsley Casualty, the ambulances are queuing up outside. And it's down to Sister Jane to make sure the patients they're bringing are assessed and then discharged or admitted within the 4-hour NHS target.
There's about 4 ambulances on back, I think. Just need to do an ECG on this 1-in-1, so it slowed me down a bit. I think any sister is pleased at the fact that she's got to that position in her career because it means a lot. You know, you work hard, you're respected, and people have a trust in you. Paul, are you next?
I am, my love.
I'm coming.
Okay. Everything's done.
Oh, lovely. I see. I'm gonna. What are you sorry for?
I've been here.
Well, I wish they were all as lovely as you. You don't have to be sorry for being here, sweetheart. It's best to get you checked out, isn't it? Because otherwise you'll just go home and worry about that then.
Sister Jane is managing the ambulance arrivals, and they keep coming.
Just concerned about all these ambulances and only me doing them.
Under the charge of paramedics, the new arrivals can be emergency patients of any age with any injury or illness. So that care can be prioritised, the casualty team have a critical relationship with the paramedics, relying on each other for information throughout the day.
Which crew are you, lovey? 7. Well, there's a nice colour, isn't it?
It's worn out.
Where's it usually bright red? Yeah. I think it's very important to get on with the paramedics. You know, they're like a family as well. Like your long-distance cousins where they come for an afternoon tea on a Sunday and then disappear again.
And it seems her efforts are appreciated.
I've got my coffee, thank you.
Have you got your coffee?
Yeah. You're a little diamond. Look after
You're welcome.
See you later. We all work in a really, really stressful environment. They see horrific things on the road. And it's important that when they actually get to hospital that there's a friendly face there and they can go and get a cup of tea and they can have a bit of a hug.
Back in the hub, Sister Jane's ambulance driving barista has created a stir.
I'm just going to collect my coffee to show them because they'll be so jealous. Not every day you get a nice coffee made by a paramedic. Look. Bit of frothy latte. Oh, yes. Not a pint, love. It's a coffee. One of the more decent paramedics that we have arriving at this place.
Oh, is it?
I don't even know his name.
I want a coffee.
He's outside. See if I can...
Tom?
No, it's the one that's with him. Hello? Help!
Shut that window, it's freezing.
Oh, you're there, my darling. They all want one now.
Do they?
Yeah.
We ain't got enough for everybody.
I've said that they can't. No, don't you be giving them one. It costs a lot of money, but it's this beautiful paramedic here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's on the scores, George?
How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Are you trying to butter me up to check an ECG for you?
Yes.
That's fine. Present for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
While most people are heading home after a day at work, the team at Barnsley's casualty department are getting ready to start the night shift.
I hate night shifts. Quite often you end up finding the sickest patients come in overnight.
It's hell on earth. You're irritable. There is nothing like working a night shift.
Coordinating is Sister Jane.
Is Chloe R coming? She rang in sick last night.
We're not expecting
There's 38 to be
Oh God, I've only got 4 health cares, okay. My job is making sure that the department runs smoothly, that patients are seen in a timely manner.
There's 38 to be set.
Jane's first job is to allocate where her nursing staff will be working.
So, Gemma in Peeves, please, loveliness. Kelly, Lynn, Christy, Ellie and Bev in the hub. If you get inundated, I'll lend you Jess.
There's 38 to be set.
Benita in Resus, Holly in CDU with Wendy, if that's okay. If you get hammered, well, I won't be sending you healthcare because there won't be one, love.
There's 38 to be set.
Do you know him? No. What's your name?
Ken.
Have you worked here before, Ken? Oh, good luck, love. Jess, if they need you anywhere, love, just float like a butterfly and say 10 Hail Marys and an Our Father and a Glory Be. We've got a red phone. A&E, Jane speaking. Swelling to tongue and throat. OK, you best pop him into research just so we have a look at his airway there.
The incoming trauma call is assigned to Nurse Chloe.
All right, see you in a few minutes. Bye. Swelling to throat and tongue.
At Barnsley's casualty department, the night shift has only just got underway.
Computer to book ambulance patients, things not working.
But for Sister Jane, who's coordinating, there's already a problem.
Hi, it's Jane in A&E. Are you the matron? You are. the name on the dotted line, if you like, if you're on your own and anything goes wrong. I've got a problem with the computer that books in ambulances. It's not working. We really need it. Thank you. Bye.
Just another day at the office.
Is Jess back? There's a gentleman in 8 that needs to go for a CT.
Thank you. Do you need a slice of cake?
Oh, I noticed it.
Which one would you like?
What have you got?
Lemon drizzle or carrot banana and walnut. I'll get you all. Made by my own very fair hands. Should we give Jane a big slice? Yeah. She's in charge all night, isn't she? I'll be nice to her. I think I've worked every birthday I've had since starting as a doctor. Oh, I haven't had a cake in ages.
Oh my God, it's so moist. Almost like myself.
But luckily sometimes you can be surrounded by a good team that make it just that bit more bearable.
Oh, are you through the finger? A&E Barnsley. Okay, 10-week-old baby. Where's it? Mockle. Okay, how long will you be? All right, see you in a few minutes. Bye. Holly, it's Jane, darling. What beds have you got, love? Thanks, lovely. Bye.
At Barnsley Casualty, the team is halfway through the night shift.
No female beds on CDU.
I need some air pumping in here.
And they're having to deal with an unprecedented number of patients.
Who are you taking up? Julie. That's fine, because she's going to bring... Yeah. 10 to 2 in the morning, there's 29 patients in the department. We're a 4-hour wait. It's just ridiculous. I think I'm all right. Anita's took that other one off.
Cool. It is 3 weeks till Hawaii.
Are you going to propose in Hawaii? If you don't do it in Hawaii,
When am I going to do it? Oh, I don't know.
You can't just go through life going, I don't know.
We've only been going out 5 years.
5 years? Oh my God,
Is it 5 years? That's flown, hasn't
Because
it?
I wouldn't mind if I thought you were career-minded, but I don't really think you are.
Nope.
Don't you think you should
Don't have to pop the
propose?
question.
Yeah.
Should be expecting it. Yeah, but then I'd be fuming if I were expecting it and it didn't happen.
Exactly.
I was expecting it in Mexico, it never happened.
Oh, dearie me.
It's now 7 o'clock in the morning.
Thanks, my darling.
Oh, I would say.
And it's time for Sister Jane and Dr. Manny to hand over to the day shift.
It's been horrific last night.
Good morning. Hell of a night.
They're hard going, and I think it's not natural to work a night shift. There's a 4-hour doctor wait at the moment. There's 20 patients in the department. There's one in resus. CDU has been a little bit hammered overnight in that they've had loads of patients that I've just had to send round. You do nursing for the love of the job. I think I would speak on behalf of every nurse when I say that. I couldn't think of doing anything else.
A busy night shift has left the new team clocking on with an overflow of patients and a shortage of beds.
The next one then is resus. The next one's resus. Nick's in there, darling. And I'm just getting this one ready.
Sister Jane is managing the hub, coordinating who goes home and who's admitted to one of Barnsley Hospital's 350 beds.
It's just really busy at the minute because there's no beds in the hospital, so we've got a lot of patients that are just waiting for beds.
Morning, Jane.
Morning. Oh, you know, I'm here trying to wander through all this. Yeah. I know I've got some Right, okay, that's fine. I mean, if she was fit enough for a chair, I'd say yes, but I'm not going to get her off a trolley with an NG tube in and a gown on, so no.
Back in the hub, there's too many patients and not enough beds.
He's going up to the ward, it is, but they've only got one room, and I decided that because the foot is a bit unstable and Mr. Khan's been down to see him a couple of times and made sure that it's elevated correctly, I'm sending him to the ward and then Trevor can go after.
That feel okay?
Managing the patient flow and deciding who needs a bed is Sister Jane.
Luke, would you do me a massive favour and just do me a safety round?
Yeah,
is that all right? Here you go, sweetheart. Just because I don't know who anybody is, and then we might just have to get them some...
I've started a tea trolley today, maybe.
Lovely, thanks, darling. I like to think that my colleagues think that I'm fair and generally quite easygoing with them. You know, I don't have to tell them their jobs, they know their jobs. And they all work really hard for me. There's not one that won't, you know, pull the weight or work hard. You're right. You did it. I know. Did you know you were going to do it on holiday?
Back in the hub, Junior Doctor George Kay is back from a 2-week holiday with his girlfriend, and he has some exciting news to share.
Congratulations, mate. And there was me thinking you just saved yourself for me. You weren't doing it in Hawaii because you were coming back to Barnsley for me.
Well, what can I say, Jade?
It was really nice coming back actually and being able to tell everyone that we'd got engaged. It kind of didn't feel real before we came back home because I proposed about halfway into the holiday, which would have been really awkward had she said no.
George, before you quickly rush back, how did you do it? Did you get down on one knee? Had you phoned the dad and already asked for permission? Really? So you got down on one knee? Whereabouts? Over Moonlight River?
Base of a waterfall in a jungle.
Really? Oh my God. And my husband got divorced and the decree nigh-sire came through and I said to him, I've booked the wedding. That's how I proposed to him. Well done, lovely.
Sister Jane is only halfway through a challenging shift in Barnsley's Casualty. There's a shortage of beds within the hospital, and it's causing a backlog of patients in the department.
Oh, dihydrocodone. You've just taken one? OK. Just let us know that you take them, because if we give you something else, then unbeknown to us, we could overdose you.
Okay.
We'll leave this in your arm, just in case you need any fluids putting up.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 minute, love, while I do this. It's all right, I'm just... My head at the minute, I can't do more than one thing, it's just a shed.
Sister Jane is 8 hours into a 12-hour shift, and the bed crisis has started to ease.
There's an asthmatic in resource and she's fast asleep, as is the overdose of ketamine.
Sounds like she can come out of resource.
Yeah, yeah. He's gone.
Yeah, we've got
and then we're here, Willie. Don't really know about him.
It's finally time for Sister Jane to hand over to the night shift.
Good luck. Because for one knows you're going to need it. You've been entertaining. Enjoy. I hope you get seen quickly.
Sister Jane Hawksworth is handing over a patient.
Right, this lady is Sheila. She's a 90-year-old lady.
She has dementia, but it's a racing heartbeat that's brought her in today.
Got up this morning, went to the toilet, felt a bit tired and dizzy, didn't you? Husband rang 111 just for a bit of advice, and they said to ring for the ambulance with it. And you're lovely, aren't you?
I am loving you, I don't know.
I'll see you later. Yeah, take care.
Sister Jane pops in to say goodbye before she finishes her shift.
Your bum's numb.
Sitting. I'm not going to sit in so long.
Give it a rub. Your heart rate's a bit better though, isn't it?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, love.
Oh, good.
Bless you. See, we've not done hope to hurt you, have we?
Oh, no.
It's just a flutter in your heart. It's just a different...
A flutter.
Yeah. You've got a flutter because you're beautiful, aren't you?
Oh, I am. I'm lovely. I'm not bad for 90, am I?
Sister Jane Hawksworth has clocked on for her shift.
OK, bye.
In the hub, she's now in charge of leading the department.
Thanks, bye.
Hello. Oh, hi.
It's a new accent, though.
You don't even know what accent it is. It's my Scottish accent. Are you slating my Scottish accent?
I don't actually know how to react to it.
Jane?
Yeah?
What's a twog? Is it like a twerk?
Trial without catheter.
I thought it was like dancing, that twerky thing that they do.
4 hours left, but it may as well be 44 because that's how long I feel I've got left. I feel like I've been here for 3 days. Oh, I have. Oh, Dr. Trimble. Just the doctor I wanted to see. Eugenie!
There's an ever-growing patient list for the staff at Barnsley Casualty. But with the management backlog under control, there's time to share some new skills.
We're still surprised, I can't keep it straight, but it's...
I can't, my floss is nowhere near as professional as that. Jane won't know what that is.
Is that a new kind of dance?
You've not got young children, so...
Is it that?
Yeah, it's very similar to that.
But they can't stop for long. In the hub, Sister Jane is keeping the department on track.
It makes all the difference that you're here, Richard. Working through it with me.
I'll be here for much longer though, I'm going home.
Oh, that's no you, is it? Part-time, you?
Enjoy the rest of that sun.
Yeah, I bet you are. Oh, you've still got an hour though, Rich.
I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you Skyping in resus.
A new team is clocking on at Barnsley Casualty.
The weather.
And today, it's a scorcher.
Fancy being stuck in here on a day like today. It makes people happy, doesn't it, if they have a bit of sunshine in their life. That's what makes us happy in summer when we're here. It's too nice out there, isn't it, to be in here?
In the summer, when it's nice and warm, you see a lot of sports injuries, a lot of DIY disasters.
And as the temperature rises, so do patient numbers.
So if you just take me that gentleman there, and then when you come back to the resus one, and then when you've done the resus one, darling, there'll be another one from this side. We'll do it in that order, because then I'll have time to get him up before they pull this bed. But this one needs to go. She's smashed her leg. She's been referred to orthopaedics, and they've said to admit her because she's going to need an MRI. The SHO is down here. She's discussed it with her reg, and she's for admission, this one.
It's just busying up. Started off nice and quiet, and now I think Barnsley's woken up and they're all coming in by ambulance.
At Barnsley Hospital, the weather outside is glorious.
Is there anybody who can take me the lady up to 33, please? Where are all nurses when you need?
But inside, it's bringing an influx of patients to the casualty department.
Hi there, darling. It's Jane, one of the sisters in A&E. I've got a lady for you. She's going to need to go for a scan, sweetheart. She's on 3 hours 14. So what's happening with these X-rays, darling? Because still none of them have gone.
The CT scans have revealed there's no permanent damage. The patient is stable enough to be moved to critical care, but he'll need mental health support.
He needs the mental health assessment in the morning. She's gonna do everything. So all you need to do in the morning is just hand over that he's there and he's waiting for mental health, and they should come once they can get to sites.
Sister Jane is nearing the end of one of the hottest shifts of the year.
I can't stop yawning now. I'm so tired.
With temperatures on the rise, the heat is taking its toll.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we must have, because we're back in the green. I'm proud of the fact that I wear this uniform. I'm proud of the fact that I work for Barnsley. And I'm proud of the fact that I work in this accident and emergency department.